Ah. Thank you for doing this with me. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We are going to do...
Take 10?
Yeah, this... I just want to let you know before I even start this. Getting ready to film a YouTube video is such a task, and it is a job in itself. I see why people consider this a job, because you have to find good lighting, angles, and then...
Lighting, angles, you can't have...
Your battery can't be dead.
Blinds and windows make a big difference.
But anyways, this is a long overdue, long awaited video from you guys. A lot of you in my comments, almost every video, ask a lot of questions about me and Brian, so I figured I would just do like a boyfriend tag with him, and why not a better time than now? He's off work right now, and...
Say hi.
Say hi. This is one of our 3 dogs. This is Bailey, just letting you know. But yeah, we just wanted to do the boyfriend tag with you guys, or boyfriend-girlfriend tag, whatever you want to call this. And I wrote down questions that all of you guys have asked, and we are going to answer them.
Random ones, not every single one.
Yeah, this is just random. I couldn't pick through all of them. There was actually quite a few. I was really surprised. So thank you guys for thank you guys for giving me questions to answer for you. All right, so first and foremost, if you guys don't even know by now, maybe you're a new to my channel. Brian, this is Brian. He is my boyfriend, and he has his own channel. I will link it in the description box below. You guys go follow him. He does like vlog videos, so yeah. But I'm just gonna get into this. First question says, how long have we been dating?
12 years.
12 years. We've been together since 2008. We did in between we had broke up, split up for a little bit.
Probably like a year total.
Yeah. So maybe, what would you say, 11 years total then? Maybe like Tasha.
Tasha's gonna bump into the camera now.
Yeah. Life of having dogs too. But yeah, we've been together for, I'd say, altogether maybe 11 years. And we started off as like high school sweethearts, so yeah.
We still call it 12.
Yeah, we broke up, like I said, in the middle. I feel like every couple has done that at least once. So yeah, if anything I can say out of positive that came out of it is it definitely made us stronger. So, how long have we lived together? Oh gosh, I'm bad with numbers. This is our second home we've lived in together with each other.
I always go by my 21st birthday because we were living...
Yeah, I was like, what, 18, right? I was like 19.
No, yeah.
I was just now turning 20. Getting ready to turn 20.
You were turning 20 and I was turning 21, so like
I think 7 years. Yeah, 7 years.
7 going on 8, I think, and then we've lived here for 6 going on 7.
It doesn't even seem like that. It seems way less than that. Another question is, where did we meet and did we hit it off right away? So this is kind of like a funny story.
Yes, to answer the question vaguely, where do we meet?
Okay, so we met, I was best friends with this girl, and she had dated Brian in the past. It was kind of like a really, one of those young little flings, so it was definitely nothing serious. And I was chilling at her house one night, and him and like a few friends came over, and I seen him, and I was like, dang, he's kind of cute. So that's kind of how we met. And that's
like the first time we saw each other.
Yeah, that's the first time. And I was telling him in the car, because I was kind of like going over these questions. I can remember still to this day exactly what he was wearing.
Oh, I remember we walked past each other in that little hallway.
I was like, he had on like his little button-up shirt, his khaki shorts, his Fat Farm shoes. Yeah. And did we hit it off right away? Something about me and Brian is we are shy.
Not really.
I was
because,
gonna say,
like, we met that day, but like that was it. We weren't like.
So MySpace was a thing back in the day. I feel so old when I say this.
And
MSN Messenger was where it all basically. Well, no, it started on MySpace. Then it progressed to MSN Messenger. If any of you guys out there remember that. And I, of course, like I said, I was shy. So I had Carolanns message him on MySpace and let him know I thought he was cute and did he think I was cute. And then that's kind of where it snowballed into our relationship.
I'm nice and quiet now.
Okay. Okay, so our next question we have is, what are our plans for the future? Marriage, children, or traveling? Yes, all three.
All three.
Marriage, obviously we want to get married. Children, yeah, we've talked about that more. We're more serious this year. Like we've talked about it more serious, I guess I should say. Ideally, I would like to have like 2 kids, but whatever.
I envision us just having like one after another when we have our first.
That's what he's told me, and I was like, and traveling, that is something that up until recently, I've never really thought about it. Like,
it seemed
definitely
like impossible.
As I've gotten older,
you just really like just do it.
Yeah, it's something I want to do for sure. So this is another question again. Do we want kids? That's like one of my number one questions I get from you guys. Yes, we do. Again, same one. Have we discussed marriage? People ask because they see me wearing a ring on my ring finger. I am left-handed, so I don't like wearing jewelry on my right hand. It feels weird. I just wear. That's why I like to wear my ring on my left hand.
Is that like the one you wear it on?
Yeah. You wear.
I don't know if it mattered.
Yeah, you wear it on the left hand. But yeah, because people have asked in my videos like, hey, oh, so they're married, and then people ask like, has he asked you to marry him yet? No, not yet. But yeah. If you guys wanted to know, if you see the ring on my finger, it's random. It's just this really cute Pandora ring that he got me. I really wanted. So yeah. This is for him. What do you think about my YouTube channel?
I love it.
I'm
proud of her for it. When did you make it? Like,
okay,
I'm not talking about like when you just started like recently getting serious about it, but like, because you made it a while ago.
Oh, I made it when we lived in our old house. And I did a couple of videos, nothing serious. It is something I have wanted to do.
Weren't you like sitting on the floor in front of the couch and stuff?
Oh, I was sitting in front of the couch. I would go in our bathroom and I don't know. I get like this high when I film and I get so excited to the point where I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I ran a flight of stairs.
I gotta stop recording because I get like.
Yeah, because I get so like amped up and like really excited. Or like,
especially when you know like you got like something cool to film or something. You just start going 90 miles an hour.
But yeah, like my YouTube channel, I think I had talked about it forever that I wanted to do it, and
well, you made it. You never talked about it before, really. Like you made it, and like you make jokes about it. You guys made funny videos, and then like that was it.
And I think like Brian told me, he's like, well, it's never gonna be something if you don't do it. So.
Well, you've been talking, probably like 2 years, like if not longer, like 2 or 3 years. Like she's wanted to start like vlogs and like makeup videos and stuff like that, and I was like, you just gotta do it. Like there's never gonna be a time like that you're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna start it now and it's gonna be good. Like you just gotta start doing it. You can't wait till you got time off work or you know, the perfect day or something. Just
that's why I started doing. I've like started getting really hardcore serious around December. I did Vlogmas, so I was like, after I got the hang of it and everything, I was like, okay, I like this. Which I figured I would. Well, this question's kind of a tough one. It says, what's our favorite memory together? Oh boy. Like I said, we've been known each other, been together forever now, so it's really hard. I have a horrible memory. This is so sad. So I'm trying to think of like something that hurt.
I feel like for most couples, this question would be like buying our house together, but that was literally like one of like the top 3 or 4 worst times in my life.
Yeah, that around that actually, to be honest, around that time when we bought this house, it was a rough time in general. Just like
that was like one of the we didn't break up. We like took a break. Or
that's when it got really serious. Yeah. It's like I said, I could totally do a video on that if you guys want to have a story time about it. I mean, like I said, we've came out stronger than ever with it. So I mean, I could do that, but I'm trying to think of like
you have regrets, but like almost no regrets because
it's weird. It's
it made
really
everything
weird.
So much better now than it ever was when we thought everything was amazing before. Yeah,
I'm totally going off on a tangent, but I am in no way, shape, or form like an expert with stuff or anything. But I really feel like I could give some great advice when it comes to relationships. I feel like I really could. I've had some failed ones, and I don't know. Like I definitely, if you guys want to hear like a story timer, and if you guys want me to give you some advice or something, like I said, I'm no professional by any means, but I can give you my 2 cents on what makes our relationship successful for us. But again,
I always feel like we're compared to people I know and like even people I work with that I don't know. I just know of like we're so vastly different.
Yeah, I feel like even my friends, our relationship compared to some, we have a very, I don't know, like our relationship is extremely healthy, and I don't know, I'm very happy with it. But anyways, back to the question. Our favorite memory together. We went to this place called Put in Bay. That kind of sticks out to me. It was like our 3rd anniversary. He had got me this really cute Pandora bracelet, took me up on this hill and gave it to me, and it was really cute. But I'm not saying just because of the bracelet or something. No, it's just Put in Bay, just the atmosphere and how different it was.
Ohio and Michigan people probably know what it is. I mean, most
have you guys ever been? It's a really fun place to go if you guys live in the area. It's an island. You take like a ferry boat to get there, and then you can rent golf carts or you can walk around. It is one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Truthfully, it's just like a party island. Like, there's bars.
Yeah, it is. But
people live there, but it's just like,
it's fun.
I don't even know how to explain it to make it sound like
it is. It's cool. It's like a miniature island. I don't know how to describe it. And if you like to drink and you like to party a little bit, it is a place to party. I will tell you that. It is awesome.
Because neither of us drink or party.
We don't. Yeah.
It's still a blast.
It is. Yeah, we made the best of it. We got a golf cart and we had a time of our life.
You can rent like golf carts or mopeds, like electric scooters, and just drive around the whole island. And they got all kinds of cool food and just like cool sights to see.
I don't know. To me, I guess that kind of stands out. Yeah. And then for our anniversary one year, he did take me to the Bellemere Suites.
Yeah.
That one was one of my favorite memories, but I'd say that the Put in Bay to me was more. Bellemere where is it? In Ohio somewhere?
Ohio. Yeah.
Basically, it is your own house, own condo kind of concept.
It's a hotel, but the room is literally like your own building. Like each room. It's kind of like
a condo. You have your own garage for a car.
It's like a condo, yeah, but like that building is just you.
Yeah.
You know, like a condo is together.
Well, anyways, you have your own underground pool.
In-ground pool.
In-ground pool.
In-ground pool, sauna, big jacuzzi tub, like a 2-person giant tiled walk-in shower.
It was awesome.
Fireplace built into the wall, TV hanging up, like the biggest, plushest, softest bed.
Yeah, if you guys have time, Google it. Look at pictures. It's called the Bellemere Suites. Awesome.
Perrysburg, Ohio.
Awesome. I would recommend that to any couple. I would recommend, it's the funnest thing ever. It is pricey. It is pricey. I want to let you know that now, though.
Well, not really. I just got all the expensive extra add-on stuff.
Yeah, I still have the flower petals that were on our bed. I kept them.
When we got there, I had them do candles lit up the stairs, like going up the stairs. Because when you walk in, you pull into a garage. You got your own garage. You get out and you walk down this hallway into where the pool and sauna, or the sauna.
Yeah.
And then you walk up a flight of stairs, and they had like candles going all the way up there, and rose petals on the bed, and like a basket of like stuff for the spa, like oils and all that.
It was really nice. So those two to me stand out. I'm sure there's plenty more. I have so many, but
mine would be those two or the little car thing we went to, because like. We met
the car group. That was a lot of fun.
It was something so different. Like we've never done anything like that before, and
yeah, he's like. I'm sorry.
No, we're not like people who like actively like hang out with other people. I guess in a sense,
we're homebodies.
Yeah. So like I don't know, being around all those people, like we all had similar interests, and we all just hit it off, and I don't know, made like lifelong friends.
It was a lot of fun, and it was around like one of my favorite seasons. Yeah, fall. Fall in Michigan, I think it's beautiful. It is very beautiful.
Last year kind of sucked though. Like it just went from like, remember it was like 90 degrees to like cold, and like we kind of like skipped fall.
A little bit.
The trees.
But the day we went, it was perfect. Yeah. It was. And it is something that I would have never went to in my life. It was a car meet. Brian is a huge car guy, and he wanted me to go, and I was like, okay, whatever. And that's something I guess I can say too if you're in a relationship.
It was like a smaller, more kind of intimate one versus like a big, giant parking lot, like what you might think of when you think of a car
And even
meet.
like I made friends out of that, so it was really fun. I don't know, like I said, I was going to say, and that's something like with relationships, I feel like that's something, again, I probably would have never wanted to go to, or would have been like, whatever, but he has a passion for it, he loved it, he asked me to go, and I was like, you know what, of course, and I can tell you, a handful of times that he's had me go places that I would have never went, I've had a very good time, so, yeah, that's just like a tip, do what they like, or try it out, and you may love it, you may surprise yourself. One is what is our favorite thing about each other? This is a tough one. I would say everything, but it's so cliche. My favorite thing about him is he's supportive. I know that, and I stress about everything. I'll be the first one to tell you I do. And he will calm me down no matter what the situation is. I could be freaking out about it's anything. I freak about anything. My car makes a noise. I'm like, oh my God. Money, even though I shouldn't be. I'm like, oh my God, but wait. And he definitely is supportive about, you know, with anything I do, and he's super helpful. But I mean, I guess aside from that, like something not so serious is his humor. He's very funny. He has a very dry sense of humor, and I don't know, I like that. So you have to make me laugh. So that's like my favorite.
I feel like dry humor is always funnier.
It's great to me.
Same thing. Like I want to say everything, but I want to be more specific. You know, actually sound genuine. Oh, probably like your personality and just like you support any random dumb thing that I have ideas for. And
I do. If he looks at me and he says he wants, for example, a computer, or he wants this part for something.
Like random, you know, money making ideas and stuff.
I'm there to help him though. Like if I have the means and all that, I will do whatever I can to make him happy. So if he has a passion for something, I kind of grow the passion with him, and I want to do it, like help him, I guess. So I'm answering your stuff for you. Do we ever argue? Obviously, we're just like any other couple. We're not perfect. But I'm gonna be honest with you, very honest. We don't argue that much. We don't fight. We hardly fight. I can think of maybe out of the whole time I've known him, we have fought maybe a handful of times, and
I'd say probably less than 5 times in 12 years.
The thing about him and me is we definitely complement each other very well. But like I said, I am being honest. Yes, of course we argue.
Yeah, absolutely. Like nothing's perfect, but I think for instance, the Facebook video you watched last night of those two people arguing.
Yeah. So
like,
yeah.
People get into these arguments and then they like. It's just ego, like, and then you're stupid, I hate you, you're ugly. Like,
they bash each other.
You're
all
dating
over
and you're in a
media.
relationship. You obviously don't hate that person. You obviously don't find them ugly. You know, like, my big thing is don't say stuff that you're saying out of anger. I'll never say something out of anger. And I was going to say, I've learned. I used to be that way. She has done that before, and I'm not saying that, like, knocking you.
No, it's the truth, though. And it's something you learn. I've learned as I've gotten older.
Yeah, like, I don't know where I learned it from even, because like
I don't know, but it's awesome. It's a good thing because of him, I've learned to be that way.
Like when we first started dating, when we lived with our parents, we still wouldn't even argue, but like
it was a stupid little thing, like just
when we would bicker, like you know, get into those little bickering arguments, we'll call them, like you would just say, just go home or something like that.
That's a huge one. I'm horrible for that.
My big thing is I'm not leaving on bad terms, because if you tell me to go home and I leave, or vice versa,
it solves nothing.
One, it solves nothing. Two, like for you, I guess, for instance, like for me, I was always quiet and quiet and like kept to myself. Like I didn't have a brother and sister at home to vent to or like give me advice. Whereas you, like, if I leave and we're arguing about something, obviously you would tell them or your family. Yeah. And they're gonna hear your side of the story, and that's not like a personal thing. That's how it is. You're gonna share your side of the story, which obviously them being your own blood, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, screw that. You're right. He's wrong.
Especially Carolanns. That girl got my back through everything.
Yeah.
But
and I'm not saying that like personally. I'm just like that's how that is, and that would make me more mad because me like. This is between you and me.
And it makes you look, and it can make him look bad. And like I said, our fights have been.
If we were fighting and like I went home and like vented to my mom about it, she's gonna be like, oh, I don't want this girl treating my son that way.
Yeah.
And she's gonna look at you different, even if even though that we moved on, she's still.
Fun
what
fact
I'm saying?
though, he would message my mom and they would talk about stuff too because my mom.
She started that. She took
Yeah. Yeah, my mom can be best friends with all my friends, but yeah. Anyways, back to like but back to like the thing we have argued.
My whole thing was I'm not leaving on bad terms, like. So you would get mad that I didn't leave, and then literally almost every single time, I think within 5 or 10 minutes, everything just kind of blew over and everything was perfect.
That's how we are, though.
You would be hugging me and kissing me, telling me you're so glad I didn't leave and stuff. Because then when you leave, who texts who or who calls who first?
And that's the thing, and I'm hard-headed.
Yeah.
I am hard-headed, and I will be the first one to tell you. And I'll promise you, I would not be the first one to text back. I'd be like, nope. And the second I'm not getting a message from him, I'm sitting there in a corner bawling my eyes out because why ain't he talking to me?
There was one time that happened, yeah.
That was probably, and that was one of the very few. But, yeah, we bicker, of course. I feel like we more so just bicker about stupid stuff.
Our only issue in the arguing department is I think we both wake up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes. And it's literally nothing you do or nothing I do. You just wake up, or I wake up just sometimes in a bad mood. And no matter what, you're just irritable that day.
And it's totally fine.
And it's not a relationship thing. It's just literally
I think the only thing I would say, too, is example today. Yeah. I'll use this as an example. Again, see, not perfect. We weren't even fighting. It's just like, I guess the tone sometimes. It's the truth, though. How we say stuff to each other, I guess we take it the wrong way. And he can sound sometimes like angry when he's not. It's just how it's
sound and look angry, but I'm not.
How he's been since I've known him. And still to this day, I still got to work on that because I'm like, why are you angry? What's wrong with you? Nothing. And he'll be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Perfect example earlier. You had to go to Walmart to get groceries. You said, I was sitting on my computer, she's like, I gotta go to Walmart, do you want to go? And I was like, my answer, instead of just simply saying yes or no, I said, I gotta take a shower first.
And I was like...
I meant nothing by it other than, yeah, I'll go, but I gotta take a shower first.
And I told him, I was like, well...
And she got like...
kind of defensive, because I'm like, why
just yes or no, you don't have to get an attitude. I was like...
Yeah.
I just said, yeah, I gotta take it. That was my yes, just letting you know I have to shower first.
So I would say that, if that's the severity of it.
And then she beat me.
Yeah. That was one time. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, next one is, what is our song?
Forever by Chris Brown.
That's an easy question.
It'd be cool to like put a snippet in here, but you can't.
Go YouTube it. It's an older song. It came out, probably 2008 when we met.
I think 2007.
It is a Chris Brown song. It's Forever. And
it was when his music was good, by the way.
Some of his music's okay still. But anyways, that's our song, and it's not gonna change. It's been like that forever.
Pre-Rihanna fight.
Yeah. Okay. Who is more jealous? Neither.
Yeah.
Neither. Me and him are not jealous. No. And I can pride myself and say I'm not jealous because I've had, like I said, in the past, I had a really crappy relationship, and I've dealt with the jealousy, like the over jealous. I've had that, and I've learned to not be that way. I've learned to not treat my significant other that way.
Yeah, our biggest unspoken rule, though, is like, don't do what you wouldn't be okay with me doing.
Yeah, it's cliche and cheesy.
If I went and hung out with a random girl,
then I'm going to hang out with a random dude, which that wouldn't be the case.
No, I'm just saying that, like, I'm hanging out with a random girl. Would I be okay with you hanging out with a random guy by yourself or something? You know what I mean? It's not like be okay, but just like...
It's something that I've always said.
It's just...
It's, like I said, it's super cheesy, but I promise you, it's great advice. Is treat your significant other the way you want to be treated. So if he's like gonna go hang out with a bunch of girls, text other girls and that, then what makes you think I'm not gonna do that? Like... It's pretty simple. He wants to go hang out with his guy friends. I'm for that. Like, go hang out with your friends. Mm-hmm. Like once a year they'll go to
a canoe trip.
They do a canoe trip together. Me, I'll go hang out and shop with my friends. He's totally okay with that. Like, there's no jealousy. But I've dealt with that before.
Mm-hmm. What is there to be jealous about? My whole thing too with it is, what is there to be jealous about? Like, obviously, like, you're a female. And guys' tendency, like, there are going to be guys everywhere you go that compliment you or look at you or something like that. Like, obviously I don't want to see that, but like it is what it is. Like, I trust that you're not gonna act like respond to that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like,
I don't know the words like I'm looking for, but like, I know a guy can walk down the street, or you walk past a guy down the street and he whistles or says like, damn, you look good or something, and you're not gonna turn around and be like, yeah, here's my number.
Yeah, if I get hit on, I'm really awkward anyways.
And also, like,
I'm like awkward.
And also, like, the whole jealousy thing, like, I see so many of my, like, I don't almost say my friends, but, like, people I know, and I always bring up people I work with, because
it's true, though, but, work especially, I've seen all kinds of stuff.
They're so jealous and controlling, like, you're not allowed to hang out with your friends, you're not allowed to, go anywhere dressed like this or dressed like that.
And when you have all them rules...
It almost makes you want to rebel, but I'm not even going.
If he did that, because I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you. If Brian gave me rules for stuff. Your relationship, you shouldn't have rules.
I don't care how good your relationship is if you have like rules like that.
Set rules. I feel like you have deeper problems. You should respect each other. Yeah. So.
But where I was going with that though is, if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like there's me getting pissed off at you for going to Kroger and wearing a shirt that might hang down a little bit or something like that. Like, what is that going to do? That's going to cause issues in itself. Mm-hmm. And two, if you're doing that to attract the attention of other guys, you're gonna cheat. Like, there's nothing that I can do to stop that. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not that person who's gonna like control your life to make sure that you can't cheat. Like, I want to be with somebody that doesn't want to cheat. You know what I mean? It's
the truth. So, do we get jealous? Short answer is no. There's no need. Mm-mm. There's no point. No point.
And that blows my mind too. Like when you see like the couples that like one of the people cheats and then their spouse goes and like wants to fight the person they cheated with. Like, why aren't you worried about your spouse who cheated?
I don't know. I could go, like I said, story time. You guys want me to give you some? Okay. Biggest pet peeve about each other.
I'm going first.
Okay. I gotta think.
She leaves everything open. She gets something out of the cabinet stays wide open. She gets clothes out of the drawer in the dresser in the bedroom, the dresser drawer's open. All the, like, little stuff like that, like, vitamin bottles and, like, medicine bottles and stuff. You'll set the cap on it, but not actually, like, tighten anything back on. I can't count how many.
Toothpaste?
Yeah, I can't count how many times like I've grabbed like a drink or like the like NyQuil or DayQuil or something like that. Grab it and then almost spill it all over because I think the lid's on and it just plops off. And also shampoo bottles. You let like I think it's an OCD thing with me. My shampoo bottles have to be clean. Like her bottles, there's like shampoo residue.
You guys have saw my empty videos. There's residue all over those puppies.
That drives me nuts. Like mine, when I grab my shampoo bottle, it has to be clean.
See, I don't care.
Like the little tip and everything. Hers are just like.
Oh gosh, my pet peeve about him. I'd say he leaves his clothes everywhere on the kitchen, especially, which I will never, still to this day, understand.
Let me justify that so it doesn't sound weird. I'm a super quiet person when she's asleep, unlike her. When my alarm goes off for work in the morning, I always get up when I'm working. I get up and go to work before she wakes up. So
he gets up at like 4 a.m., just letting you know.
Like 3:30 some days.
Yeah.
But I get up, quietly go take a shower, and then I come downstairs and get ready, and usually like, just for some reason, instead of being in here, like I'm just standing in the kitchen.
So he gets ready in the kitchen.
I just throw my clothes on because the laundry room's right here, and
it would be too easy to throw the dirty clothes in the laundry room. But
to counteract that, I could say.
Oh man.
I could say, if we pan the camera around, not near the door, I could find about 50 pairs of shoes under the table, in the bathroom, behind the couch, under our shelves.
I can't.
When we bought the house, next to our door, there's like just a blank area. I was like, I'm gonna get some of those cubicle shelves for our shoes, right? And then we'll keep like our main shoes right next to the door, and then our ones that we don't wear as often, we can keep in that little cubicle. She filled that up, like each cubicle had like 3 to 4 pairs of shoes in it that didn't get touched for the 3 or 4 years we've had that.
Okay, fair enough. There's no lie. And I guess my last one that I can think of the top of my head is like plates. Say we ate dinner and he had something with like cheese on it or something. It drives me up the wall. He will put it in the sink sometimes, and I ask him, please, just splash some water on it so it breaks up easy, so it's easy for me to wash, because we don't have a dishwasher. And this man will put it in the sink, and he will have it just dried on, caked on, and when I'm doing them dishes, it's really hard to get that stuff off.
It's interesting that you say that, because this one makes cereal, right? You know, pour the cereal, pour the milk, eat the cereal. She does not drink cereal milk, so
heck no.
Solid inch or two of milk still sitting in the bowl, and wherever the bowl is, the milk is still in it, and usually a decent amount of cereal. And then sometimes you'll dump the milk out, and then there's still like 3 good spoonfuls of cereal in there.
I wasn't feeling it no more.
And you'll make, you know, your foods with cheeses, and you do the same thing. So when I'm doing the dishes, I always find it interesting that it upsets you, because you do the same thing, if not a little bit worse.
I don't recall. But that would be like my pet peeves, and they're such mild. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's like pick or choose your battles. Am I really gonna be that mad at him over something like that? No.
I don't get mad. I just laugh. Like,
I'm used to it now.
I laugh because she gets upset. You know.
I will say maybe when
upset.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
We've lived together forever now, so it's what he does not faze me. If we won $1,000, what do we think each other would spend it on? So am I answering for you what I think you would? It depends on what season of life Brian is in. It depends on what he's like currently obsessed with. Like right now, he's obsessed with his whole gaming, you know, his whole computers, gaming, all of that, you know, electronic stuff. So I would say right now, he'd probably spend the money on parts for a computer. I don't know what parts, but I know that he would probably be spending money on parts or something.
Wrong, you gotta be specific.
I don't know the technical terms. But
NVMe drive.
Of course, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
But I was, if not that, car parts, maybe. I don't know. He's doing different projects, so I would say maybe he'd use the money to build the rest of the deck or do his room upstairs. It's hard to say. What would you think I would? Are
we counting, like, is paying stuff off out of the question? Like,
yeah, let's make it fun.
Yeah. Okay,
because I would have probably done bills or something, or
yeah.
that.
Oh, me, well, yeah, most of mine too, but yours, there would be multiple purses.
If I could find them.
Yeah.
We'll say quarantine's over and we're all allowed to shop.
Yeah.
We'll say that too.
You know, life's normal.
Yeah.
Multiple purses. You would have went to every TJ Maxx and Home Goods store within a 60-mile radius and bought every single Ray Dunn thing that you even kind of liked. Mm-hmm. Definitely like a Hutch thing.
Absolutely.
Get your windows tinted.
Ah, yes, yes.
Probably buy you a little subwoofer.
That's probably well over 1,000. So I think we're
windows about $250.
See, yeah, like I like the stuff that I find to be cheaper, so I can get a variety of things. Him, on the other hand, one thing will be $1,000.
$1,000 doesn't go far.
No, it does not. Me, $1,000. Oh boy, I can make that last.
Not in the car and computer world.
No. So that's what I would say.
What? Right now, truthfully, like, I would finish the deck. You know, I think I would go a little bit more extravagant, and not like out of, you know, like crazy, but do a few little nicer touches that I wouldn't have normally done. Mm-hmm. Finish my room, probably the same thing. Do a few little nicer things that I wasn't gonna do. Redo our shower and do like tile.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what we would do.
Probably try to squeeze a car part or two in.
I scrolled up. Okay. What's a weird habit each of us have? Like, what's a weird habit we have? Are we answering for each other, or are we just saying a weird habit we have? What do you want to do?
Probably answer...
For each other?
No, like you answer yours, I answer mine.
Okay, so a weird habit that I have is I pick my cuticles so bad. About 90% of the time I have him swatting at my hands like, stop, 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 you're going to quit picking. And so I'd say that is a weird habit I have. And the second one is I literally smell everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It could be the grossest thing ever. And I smell, like I'll smell my hands and I'll be, and it'd be disgusting. I'm like, do you smell it? And I don't know if it's like it's gotta be an OC. Mm-hmm. All right, so take 3. Okay. So, yeah. The question was, what's a weird habit we have? I already told you mine, so. What's yours? What's one that you have?
I would say like what I said earlier about like, okay, my shampoo, like stuff like anything like you use in the shower, like shampoo and stuff like that. I can't like if you spill any on the side, like you know when you close the cap and it kind of like rushes over or whatever. Mm-hmm. I gotta wash it off. Like it can't have any residue on it.
I know one.
Toothpaste and stuff like that. Like you'll just grab the thing and just squeeze it all over. Like I have to go from the bottom up.
Yeah.
So it's like even.
I like that though. I like that he does it. No, I was gonna say that, and I think yes, I would say he's very, very particular about his food. And to be specific, I'd say it's just the way his food is on the plate or how he like. Yeah, it's the plate.
I don't like stuff mixing.
And that's a lot of people. A lot of people don't like that. But I feel like him, like, it's got to be like when he makes nachos.
Pleasing.
Yeah. His food looks pretty. I'm going to give you that much. But me, I just throw it all. I like my food. I'm one of the very few. I'm weird about food. I think everything I like, most of the world doesn't like. Like.
You are the world's plain. You eat more plain than like a 7-year-old spoiled kid.
100%. But like. The way he does his food, I'd say, is very weird.
I don't even think it's that weird. Like I can't have things mixed. Like when I say that, but like I like to mix like my mashed potatoes and corn, or like if we have chicken, like I love like dipping the chicken in mashed potatoes. Example is his nachos. When he has nachos, I wish you guys could see how he makes them. All perfectly organized. Each chip No, it's not even that. I grabbed like the full chips out of the bag. Like I hate when you get like little broken ones.
In the way it's perfectly organized. The way he has his nachos.
Every chip has to have toppings on it.
And he does put, but hey, I can't knock him because when I'm eating mine, I have like 10 chips that have nothing on them. So he's doing something right. But I'd say maybe that. Okay, what is our favorite restaurant?
Oh,
easy. You can go say it.
Mongolian barbecue.
Yep, Mongolian barbecue. Short, people call it Mongo. I don't know if that's everywhere. If that's like an everywhere place. It's kind of like, what do they call it? Like a hibachi grill?
Yeah.
Is it in a way?
Yeah.
It's similar.
You go get like all your raw ingredients in a bowl.
It sounds so disgusting.
Ironically, after we say I can't mix my stuff, our favorite restaurant mixes everything. You get your raw ingredients in a bowl, like your meats,
pasta noodles,
pastas, seafood, vegetables, and then there's all kinds of like sauces. And then they dump it on this big like
huge grill,
flat top grill, and they just sit there and
they chop it, mix it.
Stir fry.
Yeah, it's a stir fry. Yeah. It's basically your own customized stir fry. You make it the way you want to make it, and
let's go deeper into it.
Okay, so I know where you're going with this. The story.
I grew up in Oakland County, in Walled Lake.
I love Walled Lake.
There's one up there by 12 Oaks Mall, and that was the first one I don't know if this is true, but I think that is the first one, like, period. Like, that was the first one.
I think they have something up there. Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah. But we had obviously went to that one, and, I fell in love with it when I was younger. And we would go up to 12 Oaks Mall once in a while, and I was like, we have to go here to eat. It's my favorite place. You'll love it. And I explained it to you, and you were like...
This is why I say, when your significant other wants you to try something or just kind of go out of your comfort zone...
even if it doesn't sound appealing or good.
And this is when we first started dating, and I'll be the lack of a better word, I was kind of a bia. He's like, yeah, let's go here, and I'll never forget this, and I still to this day will apologize to him. We went there, and I looked.
And like, granted, like it doesn't sound like that appealing. I won't lie to you. Like, if you try to explain it to somebody, you're like, what's so special?
It's raw. Like when you first see it, I was taken back, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "It's raw food. It's raw meat."
There's like a long buffet thing where you can go on either side. There's like raw chicken, steak.
Yeah, it doesn't aesthetically. It does not look that good.
Yeah,
but it's clean. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, I'm like, I gotta grab my raw meats, put them in a bowl with vegetables. I'm like,
why
being prissy, I'm like, that sounds disgusting. I don't want that. And
I still made her go.
Yes, he did.
And even when you had your bowl putting stuff in, you were still mad.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because of course, because like I said, this is like in the beginning stages of a relationship, and I'm used to like basic stuff like Applebee's and your chicken tenders and all that. That's me when I go anywhere. So I'm like, no. And I come to find out that is my all-time favorite place
like,
in the whole wide world.
Here's your other favorite restaurant, you know, right here.
Yeah.
Here's Mongo.
Oh, it's Mongo.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. And I feel like any of my friends, personally, they're like mad obsessed with it. I feel like Carolann and them are the only ones that aren't.
One person.
Carolann and Jacob?
They've never had it though.
I was going to say, they really haven't even given a fair judgment.
They've never had it though, so I don't even count them, but my one friend that I work with, his girlfriend works at the one down here. Mm-hmm. He does, it's not that he doesn't like it,
some people don't like stir fry.
Yeah,
I feel like if you don't like stir fry, it's not maybe going to be for you. But me, I love stir fry.
Stir fry is not something I'm like, oh, I gotta have it.
See, I love it.
But Mongo, I'm like, it's amazing.
And I get the sweet and sour sauce on my food, and oh my god, that is somewhere we are going.
That is our first post-quarantine
meal
outing.
Because typically Brian's birthday is coming up May 10th, and typically we would be going there for his birthday to eat, and we probably would have went another time before that, but they're closed right now. So whenever that opens,
I think it's my favorite place too, because the original name is BD's Mongolian Barbecue. BD is my initials, and they started in 1992, which was the year I was born.
So
I'm destined to own one day.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't be mad about it.
That's what I would use my $1,000 for. I'd buy one.
Yep, there you go.
I'd buy the whole place.
Absolutely. I'd invest with him. Okay. What do you love about me, and what do I love about you? Did we answer something like that, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say. Who liked who first?
I liked you first. We talked about this in the car.
And I disagreed, because I thought I liked him first. But, I don't know, I guess he liked me first.
So, after we crossed paths...
Yeah, this is before the whole...
Yeah, before we even, like, ever hung out or anything.
Yeah.
Was I with a friend?
You were engaged. Sitting in your car, your mom's escaped. Oh, yeah, see, I remember this stuff.
I was sitting in the car by myself, though.
No, you were with Gage in the car.
No,
yeah.
I was by myself in the car.
You were parked, like, right at the front door. Yeah, you had him in the car with you. I waved to both of you. Yeah. No?
No, it was just me in the car.
I could be wrong.
I don't know who I was with, but, like, I was sitting in the car, like, up front, like, where you pick people up, you know, at Kroger or whatever. I was sitting in the car by myself, and I seen you walking across, and you saw me. Mom. And you waved, like, you know, like a big, you know, normal...
Oh, yeah, because I'm always
more than normal wave. And I waved, and... Before that, I had already liked you. And you said you hadn't liked me yet like that, so...
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't really remember too much. I guess I'm not going to argue with him on that, but I really could have swore I liked him first. But maybe I liked his style on that first. I don't know. What does Gran think of Brian? This is kind of like a Q&A. People asked this. I thought it was kind of cool to answer. She loves him very much.
Go watch my video. When I burped, she was pissing herself laughing.
I feel like, if I'm being completely honest with you, sometimes I feel like my family loves him more than they love me. And I will say, even when we did that little breakup or whatever, they would invite, I used to get angry because, like, they'd invite him over for dinner and have him come over and chill, and I'm just like, But no, my family, just in general, my whole family absolutely loves him. My dad, Brian and my dad work together, and they call him, you know, my dad's...
Jimbo Jr.?
Yeah, and they say, like, they call him his son-in-law and stuff. So, I mean, my family loves him, and
mine loves her. Yeah.
So that's cool. I think that's a great feeling. I'm really, like, firm about that. Like, if your family don't like each other, I feel like it's gonna be hard.
It depends on how, like... If you're close to your family and your family doesn't like the person, then I feel like it would be hard. But if you're not close to your family, I would feel like I wouldn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're going to be, if you're close to them, they're going to be way more influential. And you're always going to feel like I'm with this person that nobody wants me to be with or something like that. And I feel like it would always weigh like heavy on you.
Yeah, but we don't worry about that because our families love each other. So that's cool. One question was, and I thought this was an interesting one. It was how come we live in Michigan and my family lives in Ohio? My family has not always lived in Ohio. I'd say 99% of my life, we've all lived in Michigan.
They've only been down there for like a year and a half. It hasn't even been 2 years.
Yeah, something like that. It's just, honestly, it's closer to my dad's work. And just being honest, Michigan living, it's expensive. It is stupid expensive to rent a 3-bedroom home here, which isn't even big enough for my family. It is about anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a month. That's not including your utilities.
That's just for something decent too. Like that's not something that you're like, wow, I love this place. It's just like it's somewhere to live. Like our house, we're not gonna show it, but like 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, pretty big living room, like open floor plan. Big enough to, I'd say, have like 1 kid.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll probably have our first child here.
2 younger kids, I would say, but like anything more than that, we'd definitely have to get something bigger. But I pay roughly $900 a month for our mortgage. We own it. If we were to rent this out, easily as is, $1,500.
I'd say $1,500
on the low end.
Hands down, and because we also have like a yard, and where we live, a lot of people.
$1,500 is like the day we list it, somebody's gonna rent it out. You know, we could probably stretch to like $1,800 or $1,900.
And I feel like that's without putting any.
That's why I say as is.
Yeah, like, as is, we could definitely, and for the area we live in, absolutely, 100%.
It's insane, and on top of that, rent and the crazy thing is, compared to some states, that's dirt cheap.
Is it?
Like
if for all you people that pay more than that, wow, that blows my mind. I couldn't do it.
I don't care how much I was making. Like it's just so much money.
It's just like
our car insurance too is quadruple what car insurance and registration here is. Literal theft.
It is. For my car, my car, I pay full coverage on my car, which I get lucky.
That's a whole car payment though in itself almost.
To me, I think I'm lucky for what I pay. I pay $190 a month for my car, and my car is a 2019, and to me, I'm like, that's great. That's like I can work with that. But my old car. At one point, I paid like $230.
Yeah, you're paying like high
$230 a month. Yeah.
And
I don't have a bad driving record. I have nothing. No tickets. Clean. Same with you, right?
Yeah.
And
my record's clean. No tickets. No accidents. No nothing. I got a 2019 Honda Accord Sport, which I expect that to be a little bit higher because it's like a sport model, so it's like the more premium one or whatever. And a 2010 Crown Vic. And I pay $80 a week. So yeah, it comes right out of my paycheck, and that's by far the cheapest rates I could get.
Now,
and the Slingshot, that's registered and titled as a motorcycle. Literally, like it's not like it's plated as one, but you still got to pay like car rates. It's registered and plated and insured as a motorcycle. Everybody like on Facebook forums and stuff like that, they're paying $200, $300, $400 a year. I'm paying it's
something stupid.
It's like $130 to $150 a month.
Yeah. Just
for insurance. And when you call them, well, that's Michigan's.
It's true.
That's the lowest legal limits we can do.
Yep. But see now, get this. Say we moved to Ohio.
If we moved to Ohio,
stuff would decrease by hundreds.
I would probably pay like 100.
I'd say maybe 80 for me.
Yours would probably be 50.
Yeah, to register your car, what is it? It's like slim to nothing.
Almost $200 a month for each car, depending on what it is. I think my Accord, what is my Accord? I think it's like 190 something. Your car's like
this
180.
Year, February. What would it pay?
2010 Crown Vic is I think it's 180. The Slingshot, because it's a motorcycle, is only 30.
And the 10,000 on a honeymoon.
Just think of the vacation and honeymoon you could take for $10,000.
And the thing is, I could do that with family, and that is how I would do it. If I could, it's not how if I could have it my way. It's how we want to do it and how we're gonna do it. That's it. I would rather spend that $10,000 to go to like Disney World and somewhere beachy. That is my goal.
And I make good money where I work, and I've watched my friends like.
Go in debt.
For not even that though, like most of them are smart about it. Like they'll just save and save and save, so they're not financing anything. So I praise them for that. But for a year or two straight, like they do not buy a single thing or go anywhere or do anything just so they can save up all that money to pay for their wedding. And they're like, for 2 years, you're like essentially putting your life on hold, just doing the bare minimum, buying what you need.
I just don't want to live like that.
Yeah, and at the same time though, like I don't want to finance that either, because then we got a 5+ year loan that we're paying on for.
I don't want to deal with no more loans.
Weddings just blow my mind. Like I'm not knocking any of them, but
no, because some of them are like 99% of them are beautiful, and I love it, and I like it's awesome.
But I sit there just... like when I went to my friends. I sat there like the whole time, like they paid so much money for this. All these people are here. You know, most of them don't even want to be there. Like you can just tell, like the people that don't want to be there, they're just, you know, sitting there the whole time. And then it's just like, you don't get to hang out with the people because you're the center of attention.
Yeah,
you know?
And you have to talk to everyone.
Yeah.
That's another one. I do not like attention on me. Mm-mm. I don't. And contrary to belief, because here I am wanting my car wrapped pink.
Yeah. We like the loudest, most gaudy things, but we paid attention.
Yes, it's the weirdest thing ever.
The slingshot. You cannot drive anywhere. I can't get gas without people coming up to talk about it.
I used to have pink wheels on my car, and I will have pink wheels or my car, you know, plastic dipped or whatever pink.
I want to dip my car like a matte kind of purple bluish color, and she wants hers pink and just.
But we don't like attention. So yeah, that's another huge thing is weddings you're going to get attentions on you all day long. And
they're there for you, staring at you.
That makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't like that. I'm like, no, it's bad. Like, that sounds horrible of me to say, but it's like bad enough I have family because it makes me nervous and I'm like, But yeah, so that's a little fun fact about us that you guys probably don't know is we do not want a huge wedding. We just want something small, really intimate. And I'm glad that we're both mutual on that. So it's really cool. But on that note, thank you all for staying for this extremely long video. I think we're going to film something for Brian's channel. But yeah, I will put his link in the description box below. So go follow him and let him know I sent you. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know if you guys want more videos like this because I love filming them. I love getting to know people. So these are like one of my favorites to watch. And yeah, we'll talk to you later.